completely my fault.
So the sat-nav is telling me to go forward, and despite the scary robots, I don't really know what to do, so let's follow the sat-nav. Oh my god, guys, we just passed a sign that literally said, beware of ice falling from the wind turbines. New fear unlocked. I didn't know you could die by a wind turbine. Oh my god, that's awful. Oh god. So there's like a sudden steep drop, and I feel like I really shouldn't be here at all. I think we're gonna have to go back past the creepy robots.
Security.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I realised I shouldn't be here with the robots, but then the sat-nav kept telling me to go forward to the nearest road, and the sat-nav didn't know I was in a field, and I didn't realise it didn't know I was on the road, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Fortunately for me, she happened to find it rather hilarious that I was trying to get to Inverness and going the complete opposite direction.
Righty-ho, Sprocketeers. Since we are nearing the end of the day, I am going to try and find somewhere nearby to camp. We are next to a national park, so I don't think it's going to be too far away. It's just a case of finding when and where. Obviously, one of the bigger downsides comes with motorbike touring specifically is that when you are looking for somewhere to sleep, bikes like to stay near the road, and quite frankly, I do not, because I don't want to be run over like a doormat. So we need to find somewhere that's far back enough from the road that I don't get hit and die, but further away that it's easy to get to and from. So that is what we are gonna go and do. But I tell you what, guys, I am tired. I am tired. So unfortunately there's like tons of midges outside my tent. So I had to like climb into bed early. It's 8 p.m. There's like one other camper van around. There's not a lot of people around other than that. I could have like parked on the edge of a national trust walk type thing. It's like a little car park. I was like riding all the way up to Inverness. And then obviously I got lost on the wind farm. So now I'm calling it like quits for the evening. Other than that, it's really good. But yeah, there are so many bugs outside the tent that I'm just hiding away for the evening. I'm like dreading having to go outside and brush my teeth later. But it is what it is. I'm probably just gonna have a little nap, to be honest, because I'm really tired. And there are so many bugs crawling on the bug net above me. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But what a great day. Bloody midges. How are they getting in? Okay, that's one dead. I'm gonna get eaten alive. Oh no.
Unfortunately for me, when I said I was going to get eaten alive, I didn't quite know how correct I was. Later that evening, I was woken up by a nightmare that I was being punched in the face. At first I thought I was lucid dreaming, and then I'd imagined the whole thing. I quickly fell back asleep only for it to happen again. By the third time of being woken up, I knew that something wasn't right, and I started to investigate around the area of my tent. In a last bid attempt, I decided to move my sleeping mat and stare at the ground where my head had been. Just when I'd convinced myself I was finally going mad, the floor began to move right in front of me.
Incoming rant. Guys, I have had the worst night's sleep. You are not going to believe this. It sounds absolutely ludicrous. It doesn't even sound real. So I'm like sleeping. I fell asleep around like probably 10, 11 p.m. And then I get woken up at like 3 in the morning, being punched from underneath the ground. Like my head is like going bang, bang. I'm like, what on earth is going on? And I must have put my tent over like the entrance to some animal hole. And like obviously it's long grass, so I didn't see any entrance. Like I did check. Either way, this animal's like trying to break through this like ground sheet and is bopping me in the face. So I'm like, what on earth is going on? Now I obviously like roll over and I'm just like, did I imagine that? It's like 3 in the morning, you know how it is. I'm just like, am I going crazy? No. So I then moved my sleeping bag to the side and I put my like glasses and I put like a few things there where the bopping was happening and I just like stared at them with like the torch on, and sure enough my glasses like flew into the air and I'm like, oh my god, there's like rodents under my tent. There are rodents under my tent and I'm like freaking out. I can't move the whole tent at 3 in the morning. I should have just moved the whole tent at 3 in the morning, but I couldn't be bothered. I was tired, I was exhausted and I was grumpy. Now the thing is, every time I rolled over, obviously they would stop because they would know that there's a danger out here. So like every time I went to film it and grab my camera to film it, it would stop. So I have like a small section on film of it happening, but I feel like no one is gonna believe me. And then it gets even worse. It gets even worse because there's like rodents running around my tent because they make their way out of this burrow and then they're trying to get back into their burrow when I rotate. So they're like doing circles around my freaking tent and like my clothes are on the left hand side and they're like running over my clothes. They're like bopping the base of my tent, and then it gets even worse because there's these rodents running around my tent. A freaking giant bird is like sat on the roof of my tent and I'm like, what is going on? What is going on in my life? I'm surrounded by rodents. I don't know what they were. They were just running so fast. And then I was surrounded by freaking massive birds trying to eat the rodents. And I swear to God, I wasn't hallucinating. I do have a small clip of one of the rodents like popping the tent. Even I feel like it doesn't sound believable, but I assure you that is what happened. Rodent tent gate. Jesus wept. Now we've got like a 15-minute window to pack up the tent before it starts raining. I am exhausted. I'm next to a BMX track that apparently sells really good coffee. So we're gonna go. Get everything packed up right over there. I am so knackered today. Today is definitely gonna be a short ride. I'm thinking about heading over to Inverness or down to Glencar. Oh, guys. Don't put tents in long grass. That is what I have learnt today.
I woke up that morning and discovered that there was a coffee shop nearby where I had decided to camp that night, and so I decided to set off nice and bright and early with the allure of a fresh brew.
Righty-ho, Sprocketeers, we have just pulled up to the so-called coffee shop and it looks like they're having some sort of race event. They have EDM music going and I'm going to be honest, it's too early in the morning and my tent was full of rodents. I can't deal with this. I'm going to go to the next town over and find a coffee shop instead. So let's get going. Okay, so I have finally found a coffee shop in a town I can't pronounce, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. But what I can do is show you the magnet that I purchased, and it's the name of the place that I am. So we have finally found coffee. I went to like 3 or 4 different coffee shops. They were all closed. I forgot it was Sunday. It's a disaster. But I have found one that is open. It is insanely busy, so the coffee must be good. But we're nowhere near finding a petrol station, so that's fun. I decided to... Yay! It's coffee time.
Big fan.
Oh, hello! I was just like, why is he leaving his bike running?
I know. Well, after, are you going to the ride out?
What ride out?
So 12 o'clock, there's a ride out from Aviemore up to the Cairngorm Mountains.
And just like that, the universe had already decided what I was going to be doing that morning.
Free as a bird in the sky, that is what you are. Breathe and you know you're alive, feel the beat of your heart. Well, life is a crazy way of turning everything upside down. So move with the time that you have, the world will keep spinning round. Don't wait for tomorrow, live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play. Listen, I wanna be there with you no matter where you go. Life is a table for two, and we're starting the show. Well, I'm gonna spread my wings and fly so high up above the clouds. You know that time doesn't wait for your dreams. We're living right here and now. Don't wait for tomorrow, live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play. Are you ready for it? Better take your shot. It's gonna do the things that you wanna do, yeah. 'Cause this time is the right time, baby. You're the star and this is all about you. Don't wait for tomorrow.
After joining in with the Thunder of the Glens, I decided it was probably best to start making my way up north whilst it wasn't raining.
This one was completely my fault.